average American couple making an investment in a home, right?
Sure.
And it's just going to go over the top as far as an investment is concerned. Jonathon Schultheiss from Gate City Advisors, you know better than that. Talk to us about the average American savings and understanding their own wealth.
Absolutely. So what I've got is I brought a few tips with me today to share from my new book, Focus, the Financial Freedom Formula.
Now, are these the tips or are you just careless?
These are my tips, right? So tip number one, I call the eBay check, right? And so, you know, before you make that big purchase, to go and check eBay and see if you can find a better deal. So I'm always a suit and tie guy, but I really love dress shoes, and dress shoes can be expensive. So these are $200 dress shoes that I found on eBay for $25.
Oh, I got to hang around with you.
Yeah, so I got another tip too. My tip number two is stop stepping over cash at home, right? And
What do
so
you mean?
What do I mean by that is, you know, I have a client who actually started selling things that was laying around her house on eBay and Facebook Marketplace, and next thing you know, she had sold over $1,500 worth of things.
Yeah, but they probably weren't packaged coffee.
They weren't packaged coffee, so really that leads me to my third tip, and my third tip is save money with Starbucks, right? For about the cost of a cup of Starbucks coffee, you can buy a pack like this and get a Starbucks cup to put it in, and you can drop this right into your Keurig machine, and for 50 cents, you can create a cup of coffee.
I'm laughing, not at the tip. That's good advice. But you're the second guest we've had on today that mentioned Starbucks, and we're not even charging them for this, for crying out loud. They're saving money already. Okay, so these are a few tips. Why do you have this receipt here?
So tip number 5 that I have is actually pay yourself to go shopping and save money. And so a lot of times, and this is an actual receipt when my wife went to the grocery store and she comes home and says, honey, I saved $45. And so you look at this and you say, okay, well, what did you do with the $45? And so we decided to take the $45 and actually put it in our savings account. So now we're paying ourselves to go shopping and save money.
Okay, but how are we going to really turn it around if we've been kind of careless, as most of us are?
So one of the things that you can do with these tips of making money and saving that money, but what if you took some of that extra money and you started paying off debt, right? So if you started paying off debt and you started saving for your retirement and started doing these things just by making small little changes.
Yeah, but why is it so difficult for us, and I say us, Americans in particular, to do that? It seems, according to statistics, that we save less than most other countries.
So what's interesting, and I talk about this a lot in my book, is that we have this mentality of keeping up with the Joneses, right? We have the mentality of comparing other people's front stage to our backstage. And what I mean by that is you look on social media and you see pictures of a new car, a nice vacation, but what you don't realize is they may be using a 24% interest credit card to do that. So if we start making financial decisions based on what we see other people doing, then that leads us to making bad decisions too. So I think using a couple of small tips like this to change that, turn it around, and maybe like you said, if you've gone too far, then maybe using some of the money that you save to start paying off some of that debt that you've accumulated.
But you've had two premises, though, when it comes to your career, and that is saving money and making money.
Absolutely.
And you, of course, can make money if you just simply tell people how to get your book.
So you could get a free copy of my book at thefocusedbook.com.
It's as simple as that. And you took my advice.
Totally.
His name is Jonathon Schultheiss. Don't even bother trying to spell it. Just look, Gate City Advisors, right? That'll get you there.